for the rest of your miserable
You're
life.
still alive, but you're blind now. And those guys, remember those guys who played the rock record backwards and shot themselves?
Yes.
Was it Judas Priest record?
Oh yeah, the guy with the shotgun.
Well, have you seen the one who survived? Well, he made a complete ass of himself because his face looks like an ass.
A complete ass of himself. He shot a
blown the front
divot.
of his face off, and it looks like a talking ass with his tongue that flicks out.
And his life was so bad before that he had to shoot himself, now
he lived to play these
Wouldn't you
albums
think
backwards.
Wouldn't you think he now has a good reason to kill himself?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would think right after that you would just kill yourself and make
he's
sure.
alive with his face, and I think he kind of pulled his face away and shot his face off.
Is he still alive?
Aye. I've seen him interviewed. It's fucking terrible.
What's he? Yeah, I've seen him on the witness stand with that dumb face.
Fucking terrifying. I don't doubt it, man. You don't want to look.
It's like a talking ass with a tongue flicking out.
Just a monster.
It's kind of
Just run away from him. Children screaming down the street.
Absolutely, dogs crying.
He goes to pet any dog. He goes to pet goes.
Where else are we? Okay, the Big Wazoo, our big return to the Big Wazoo, 107.1 in Columbus. And there we will be on the air from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Afternoon drive time at the Big Wazoo. Right where we were, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sure they listened to me in the meeting the other day and did nothing about it for the next one.
Calm down.
What do you mean?
Down. Lullaby.
Jimmy?
And
yes, sir?
Good night.
Look at the next radio station and tell me what's wrong there.
And WZNE FM 94.1 in Rochester from 2 to 5 p.m. I don't know what WZNE is.
I don't know what it is.
I don't like the time.
Exactly.
Right.
I don't know why the time is 2 to 5.
I gave him a great explanation 2 days ago why this time stinks.
Yeah, why is that on instead of why not 3 to 6?
Right.
It should be 3 to 6. This is
Here's Opie's logic.
This is a
from
drive time radio show.
Sure.
You can't really listen to this show as well in a work environment. I lived in Rochester for a few years there. The commute is easier than New York. It's no more than an hour. So basically, when people are heading to their cars at 5, we're going off the air. And I explained this to CBS. I'm like, it's stupid. Unless there's some kind of contract or something that is conflicting here, why wouldn't you make us 3 to 6 there?
How about 4 to 7?
4 to 7 would be even better.
Why won't they do that at the Big Wazoo? I mean, 4 to 7 seems like most people are not leaving work at 3. That's just when you get started on a 4-hour drive time show. Why not 4 to 7?
Right.
Those are the hours.
Yeah,
what do you think people want to hear instead of you?
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Dance music.
River dance.
The sounds of their own death.
Yeah.
Because we are so important.
Because those demographics are bollocks, I think. I was in a sitcom years ago.
Head of the class.
Head of the Class.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you're that guy.
And a guy came in. A guy from Warner Brothers came in one day and says, we've had a demographic study, and we think you should have a dog.
Come on.
How the fuck do they come up with that crap?
Did you ask people what's missing in this guy that you would like?
Dog.
He looks dogless. You know. What is it about me that suggested there should be a dog walking along?
He just keeps petting the air next to him.
Every episode, Billy would put peanut butter on his dick and then yell, "Here, boy," and nothing shows up.
Nothing showed up. Nothing. Rubbing liver on my scrotum. Not a living sign. I think all of it. I think people just pretend they know shit. They say, "Oh no, drivers driving home like music, brass band, rhythmic music." And
it justifies their job.
It justifies their existence. They've
need a
invented
job.
the job, and then they have to set about justifying it.
So they have to come up with, you need a dog.
You need
if
a
they
dog,
don't, they'll
and you
look
need
at
to be
his
told
job.
the time every 7 minutes.
Right.
And you need to be told the weather.
The weather, no matter how many
every
times you heard
5
it.
minutes.
Because
And the traffic. Does anybody really listen to traffic update?
you know when I listen to the traffic? When I'm stuck in it.
Yes,
I'm
of course you do.
And here's what I do.
When it's of no use to you.
Right, I'm stuck in traffic on the Long Island Expressway the other day. I'm sitting there, and I turn on the news station, and I'm waiting for the traffic report. And it says, and the LIE is clear all the way. And I listen to it just to get mad that they didn't mention the traffic jam I'm sitting in.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I listen.
Absolutely.
I don't listen in advance. I know which way I got to go home. I don't know any other way. So if there's traffic, I'm fucked. But I want to hear about it.
Yeah.
Eric, can you go to the website for this one in Rochester? What's on that the show can't be on 4 to 7?
I don't know. Huh?
Alternative rock.
Why?
Fuck the alternative rock after 6.
Oh, boy.
I explained to the bigwigs over at CBS that this move doesn't make any sense.
Were they actual big wigs?
Well,
You talk to these furry things on styrofoam heads?
Why is fucking this not... Why am I cursing? Why is this not 4 to 7? I don't get it.
yeah, I don't know. I try to explain to them it's not a smart move, but...
What's on Brother Weeze's station? Why aren't we on that station?
But why would they listen to me? I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. And someone's asking me, hold on. Dave, what's up?
Hey, guys, how you doing? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you guys pick not to go up against Brother Weeze? Or I know it's a shitty time slot, but it's a pretty classy move on your part.
I
if you didn't go
told,
up against him.
actually, Anthony, help me out not for once. You help me out all the time. I shouldn't say that. We were in this meeting the other day, and I just told them to their faces, I will never, ever compete with Brother Weeze.
I wanted to go in and kick his ass.
That's right.
But Opie said no. Yeah, no.
I refuse to compete with my mentor. I refuse.
There's no reason for it.
We might not have a choice if he gets syndicated to other cities, but as far as his hometown of Rochester, I would rather not be on in Rochester.
What is that?
And I asked for a favor. I'm like, look, don't do this to me because I just will not do it.
What about could they have? Why couldn't they put you on the station like 4 to 7? That'd be great.
I don't know.
Well, let's see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
But
How about the Wazoo?
But
What's
we
on
did have
there?
a discussion. They
Why
said,
don't you just mind your own business?
I really am.
Taylor wouldn't say stuff like that. Because Taylor's a thorough professional and he's in the biz.
Right.
That's the difference.
Taylor would know.
Taylor's a perfectionist.
Taylor would know. He would just know.
They did say they were going to get back to us, but they
We
didn't get back to us.
discussed that when? 2
days
days
ago.
ago? All right, 2 days ago. And this is they have been bashing this out. I'm surprised it's even in front of me. Let's see what happens. Perhaps they will have discussions and times will
By the way,
change.
people are saying your wig jokes.
Times may change, but
Yeah.
standards
Hold on.
must remain.
I got to explain. I'm trying to become a smarter broadcast because
right.
actually Anthony was the straight man there, and I had a great line, but decided not to go with it because I kind of want to keep some friendships going.
Of course.
7 minutes have gone and still no sign of weather.
So Matt, I got.
I've no idea what time it is. I'm fucking lost here. Timeless and weatherless.
An awful show.
What kind of fucking radio is this?
They don't even know what they're listening to because we barely say the show name.
Yeah, exactly. Every time you give out the number, the phones light up because people didn't even know he had phones. He never gives the number out.
You can phone in and then don't tell them the number.
You learn when you go,
Phone someone.
you learn when you go to school for this crap. You're supposed to reset like every 10 minutes. Tell them the name of the show and how to get a hold of you
When you're
and
on,
blah,
what
blah,
you
blah.
yeah.
And now television's all full of name checks as well. And over to our man in Baghdad. Well, Bobby and Darren, I'm here, and I don't give a fuck about Bobby and Darren in the studio and what they think. He's supposed to be talking to me.
Yeah.
By the way,
They're chatting.
On the Big Wazoo right now, this guy's stash is on weekdays from 3 to 7.
actually, it's Big Kev. Big Kev does afternoon drive at the Big Wazoo in Columbus.
This kind of look like Big Cat.
I want to know what. Look, here's the bottom line. CBS is really cool to put us on different stations because, again, I'll point out, there's been no ratings yet. Nothing has happened yet. They're just doing this like, hey, let's just get these guys moving. So we're not bitching that, but it's like if you're going to make a move, make it the smart move, and instead of going 3 to 6. Go 4 to 7.
3 to 6,
I'll take it. But
I'd accept that.
4 to 7 is
We're
better.
talking 2 to 5. That means people walk out to their cars and they unlock their cars. They get in, and we're like, "Well, we'll see you tomorrow."
Okay, we have some more people from. Is this from?
Yes. This is from
Gray.
Gray.
If
What?
Sam ever drops something,
Great Charles.
Gray
without
Charles.
fucking putting a name on it again.
I guess some more messages are hitting their message board.
Are these O&A people or are these?
I can't tell.
What do you think?
Jeff G.